Good morning, everybody. It's Max. Welcome back to the channel. It's Monday morning. It's 7 a.m. Give me a couple minutes. I'll get set up and be right back with you. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Max. I am the fast talking flipper. Angie is my better half. She's inside sleeping because it's 7 a.m. and it's a Monday morning. We just got back from the 127 yard sale last night and we're kind of tuckered out. So I don't blame her for sleeping one bit. I got to get up. I got to go teach today. Today's this is the start of the last week of the semester. So I'll be done with that for a couple weeks and then go back into the fall semester. But I won't be teaching so early. So that's a good thing because I'm tired of getting up early. Usually get up about 6 a.m. to go in to be there. But anyway, that's neither here nor there because we are resellers, and that's what this channel is about the process of reselling, selling on eBay, selling on Mercari, selling on Poshmark, wherever we want to resell. We buy locally somewhere, and we resell it online for more money. We might go to flea markets, thrift stores, yard sales, whatever. This week, we've got some orders to pull. It was a slow weekend until yesterday. It kind of picked up a little bit. And I was happy because this past week's sales were actually looking up. We were, in like the $1,700 range, which we want to stay somewhere north of $2,000 per week that we sell. So in the $1,700 range, we can deal with that. But now we're back down to like $1,100. And that's kind of crummy. Still okay. But where we want our target to be is 6 figures a year. And in order to hit 6 figures a year, we got to be right around that $2,000 a week mark. So that's kind of where I'm at with it. This weekend was good for pulling, good for picking. We went to the 127 yard sale. But it's a little different. It's definitely a little different. You'll see some of my videos there, and I'll give some take on that in the actual picking videos that we did there. But I want to talk to you about a couple things, as usual, ramble on for a couple minutes. One of the things that I'll never pick up again. I swear I'm just done with it. But we'll get into that here in just a little bit. I've got 10 orders today going out for $607.98. And one of those is it is the majority of that. And it's you'll see, just one of those kind of things where I knew it when I bought it that it was going to go out quick. My first one is a DiMarini bat. I love getting these composite bats. I think I paid $5 for this particular one. They're pretty quick to sell. It is this guy here, my DiMarini. This is called a drop 10. They're 10 ounces less than what they are long. So this one's a 34-inch length bat, that's important. And it drops 10 ounces from that. So we know that it's going to be 24 ounces of weight. That's important for baseball. But you can call that a drop 10 bat. It's a pitch black. Yeah, I'll always buy these things. I like them. Not in bad shape. It's going to roll off my table because apparently my table isn't balanced. You son of a gun. Stay. Good boy. There we go. But it's sold for $49 plus shipping. And that sold quick. I think it was only listed for a week or two. It looks like a lot of our stuff that sold over the weekend is relatively fresh listings. It's a little worrisome. My next one is a Blizzard of Oz record. I'm going to have to find this one because we've got all kinds of records in here. It's either that one or that one. There it is. Blizzard of Oz, Ozzy Osbourne, rock and roll records from the 70s and 80s. Hot. They're great. I love them. I'll always pick them up for $1 or $2. Be careful if you're getting into like the $2 range because you can spend a lot of money real quick. But this one, not a huge seller, but what is that? $28.99 plus shipping. $28.99 plus shipping going out of here. And our next item is going to be right here behind me, I think, somewhere. Yeah, 12. Should have paid attention. It's going to be one of these supercharger badges. I just sold 3 of these over the weekend, right before we left. I sold 3 of them. I sold them off at eBay for $35 shipped. These sell for $9.99. No, excuse me, $11.99. I thought they were only $9.99. But they're $11.99 plus shipping on that guy. And we pull these off the doors. I don't know if you can really see it. That one, the red one, says turbocharged on the door just because it's a different model. But our blue ones, our supercharged ones say supercharged, and we pull them off the doors. Just little incidentals, stuff like that you know can add up and make some extra money. So $11.99 plus shipping going out of here. I've got Hydro Thunder PlayStation 1 on Media 5. Hydro Thunder. I have no idea what this game is. Have no idea. Typically, we aren't trying to list. Oh my goodness. You can see my plate here. Hydro Thunder right there. If you're like me and you're old and you have terrible eyes, it gets hard to read this stuff. Hydro Thunder, it's a boat racing game, and I think it didn't sell for much at all. Maybe $5 or $6. Let's take a look. No, $19.99 plus shipping. We try to list games that are $10 or more. That's kind of our cutoff when it comes to games. We do like the games. Say hi, Odin. We do like the games and stuff, but it gets a little tedious if you're listing them really low dollar things. That one's been listed for a while, though, but these residual, they just stay in the listing category. Listed for a while, listed quickly, or listed and sold quickly. And the same thing with the bat. This next one, it's a Saturn View. If you see, I'm going to have to probably put you down, I think, for this. But if you see, maybe not, maybe I can get to it. Random models of cars like this guy, a Saturn View, which I thought was just odd because who in the world collects Saturn Views? And it's just one of those things that, like, if this was like a Ford Taurus, I would have probably bought it too. It's just weird that, you know, somebody made a diecast for this, and the box is a little torn up. I think I gave a little much for it, but it was just different, and I am in the Saturns, so it made sense for me. You know, it's got a hole there and pretty well boogered up there, but I think it sold for pretty good money. I did. It sold for $44.99, and it wasn't listed for more than a couple weeks because we just picked this up at the beginning of August, or no, excuse me, at the beginning of July. I don't remember. We went up, no, middle of July. There we go. July 16th would have been the weekend that we went up there. So we picked that up at Angie's parents' campground. $44.99 plus shipping. Just an oddball one. You know, is great. I like the weird stuff, and that's why we picked it up. $44.99 plus shipping. But that gets me into my subject that I'm done. I am absolutely done picking up these damn things. Oh, if I can pick it up. One of these freaking things. Polaroid cameras. I know that there are cameras, that there are Polaroids. I've got like 3 of them right there in the box that I can see. You probably can't see them, but there's 2 right on top. I'm done picking them up. I know there's ones that will sell pretty darn well, but it's my luck that I keep buying the damn things, and they're not worth anything. For us, it's like it has to be $10 or more at minimum to list it. Our target is $20. It has to be there. If we can't list it for more than that, we're not going to sell it for the most part. If I put a bunch of time and effort into something, like I chase it and I'm looking for it online and I think that it's worth some money and I find out it's worth $8.99, then I'll probably list it just because I've got the time and effort into it. But if I can put like this Rugrats tape, like that guy there, if I can put no time into it, I found out real quick that thing was worth $5.99 shipped. Not worth my effort. Definitely not worth my effort. So I just threw it in our yard sale pile. We're going to have a yard sale. I don't know when. It's going to be in the next couple weeks. I got to order signs. I have it in my head that we're going to sell all this, you know, lower dollar item stuff. That's kind of what that stack is over there. Some of that stuff that you probably see me pick in different videos and stuff. But he's so mistreated. He doesn't get any love. But that's going to go all in the yard sale, and we've got a ton of stuff from that storage, the last storage locker that we got, that we're going to sell in the yard sale too. And I've got in my head that I need all these signs to do it. But when I pick the stuff up, it's just not worth my effort. So I want to know, what are some of the things that you've written off? I saw this in a Facebook post and it gave me the idea to talk about it. And some of the stuff that they were writing off, I was like, man, that's wild that you wouldn't buy clothes. You know, we don't buy a ton of clothes, and that's the reason, because they end up going over there. because we end up stacking stuff in front of our clothing area. That's our clothing rack that we use to photograph. But as you can see, I can't even lay it down right now. I probably could get away with it and it would lay over all that. But we don't buy a ton of clothes. Number one, we don't have the storage for it. We don't have a ton of storage for clothes. That's the only storage rack. You can see, I mean, we could fold them up, but I got my storage rack up there. Not a lot on it. And they don't sell quick because clothes are a subjective item where, you know, they may be in trend, they may not be in trend, but whatever, I'm rambling. And I know Angie loves it when I ramble. But what don't you buy? What do you stay away from, even though that you know there's an area for it? For me, it's going to be Polaroid cameras. That's one of my number ones. I tend to stay away from hats too. You can see I got a whole pile of hats here that aren't worth a damn thing. And that doesn't help things. I've got a Grand Theft Auto that's going out of here. Liberty City Stories, I think, maybe. I don't know. I didn't read the entire title. I just thought it was Grand Theft. So let's take a look. Liberty City Stories. Ding, 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 ding. $9.99 plus shipping. You know, not a great game, but it's an okay game. That would be kind of our threshold is where we want to be. Next one is a Microsoft ergonomic mouse and 10-button keyboard. I want to say we got these from our friend up in Lebanon, Indiana. I have no idea where these are. I thought it said Q2. Maybe it says O2. Definitely doesn't say O2. Q2 mouse. I don't know where they are. Why? Yeah, I have no idea where this is. So Angie's going to have to find it for me because she probably knows. I hope she knows because I don't know. I'm going to go look again. The trials and tribulations of being a reseller and working with your significant other is you don't know necessarily everything that they do, and they don't know everything you do. It says Q2 ergonomic mouse, wireless, and it just shows a picture of a mouse. You can see right there, picture of a mouse, and you know, it's got a little a little new number board. And I'm reading over here. Q2 would be O, P, Q. Q would be here, and 2 would be the second level. And I don't see anywhere it could be. I mean, it should be small. So I'm missing something. Angie will correct me later. She will thwart me later. So, okay, I'll tell you about it. It's a wonderful piece, and I think that we got it from our friend in Lebanon, Indiana, the reseller that got out of the business and gave us a storage locker. Sold for $24.99, and it says we have 7 more available. So I'm sure that we have it. I'm not seeing it. Maybe I can look from the backside, and there's something that I'm missing. Is that what's happening? No, I don't see it. Maybe you guys see it. Maybe I'm just blind. I don't know. I was going to say maybe it's that box on the top, but it's definitely not the box on the top because that's sealed. So I don't know. Angie will have to find it, and hopefully she does without beating me. No, I'm just kidding. She doesn't do that. Our next item is a CyberShot camera. It says M3, and I have a feeling I'm not going to know which one it is. So I'm going to go over here and look and make a fool of myself and then come back and try to get it. No. Yeah. Yep. Look at that. I'm going to guess it's that one. See, I think I talked about this before. What do you do with your stuff? It's my tendency to not put like items in the same drawer. I know most people will want to do that. And this was the right one. I know most people will want to put all your cameras in one drawer, but for the sake of pulling and the sake of making an accident and pulling it and sending the wrong thing off to the wrong person, I tend to not do that. I don't want to do it. Angie does it. That's okay. She can do it her way. I'll do it mine. But I tend, like if I had 3 cameras that I listed back to back to back, I would put them in F3, G3, H3. One in each one, so that you can't accidentally pull the wrong one. That, you know, you go in and accidentally grab the wrong Canon, because like I said, this is a Canon CyberShot. This is a silver DSC P92. It's easily identifiable, I'm sure. And you'll say, hey, just look at the model number. Well, that's kind of the point, is to make this as efficient as possible. So I shouldn't have to look at the model number. I shouldn't have to. And if I can pull out the drawer and I know that there's only one Canon CyberShot in there, it's going to be the one that I find at that point. As long as my inventory is right, which it is. It should be. I say that and then I can't find an item. Anyway, as long as your inventory is right, then you can do that. But so I should be able to pull out that drawer, and that would be the only Canon CyberShot in there. However, in that particular one, there was another camera right beside it, and there was another box. I don't know if you saw that. Another box for a Canon CyberShot, I think. No, it's a Sony. I lied. I thought it was a Canon. But do you see how there's another camera in there too? You can see how it could create issues, especially if it was like items, very close items. So, what do? Those are two topics to talk about. Talking about things that you no longer buy, talking about your doggy being in the way, and talking about how you inventory stuff. Another item, Media 3, we're going to Teen Titans. Teen Titans? Hi, handsome boy. Need that, my handsome boy. While we were gone, Mr. Odin decided to roll in poop. It's nice of him. He decided to roll in poop, and yeah, he needed a bath last night. They were due for a haircut. He is a fruffy, shaggy boy. They're due for a haircut, and had to give him a bath, and then he went to bed wet, and he woke up fruffy. Teen Titans. I love this show, Teen Titans Go. I actually picked up Beast Boy plushie over the weekend. Great show. $14.99 plus shipping for that particular game. Great show. Had a conversation with this gentleman. Turns out he's in Israel. It's a GoPro Hero 10 action camera. It's what I'm using today. I'm using an 8. I bought a 10 over the weekend. Give me just a second, because we just listed this. It hasn't even made it into inventory yet. Give me just a second. We'll put this down and get that out. Okay, I'm back. That took a little digging to get that out. But picked this up over the weekend at the 127 sale. This is what I call a lightning seller. I love buying stuff like this because I know it's going to sell lightning quick. I gave $100 for it, paid up. A lot of people would shy away from paying $100 for a single item, especially one that's only going to sell for, I think we sold it for, I put a weird number on it, $242.83. So it sells for $242.83. I've got 100 into it. Fees out of that 242 are going to be what, $44. We'll just call it after fees $200. After taxes, that's $70 in my pocket. I bought it Saturday late afternoon, listed it yesterday. It sold today. $70 in a matter of 48 hours. I turned 100 into 70. Or I turned 100 into 170 in 48 hours. If you show me a single thing that you can do that with in the stock market, in any other form, realm, whatever, I'll be on it. I'll throw $100 at it. I'm sure anybody would throw $100 at it. So know that some of these modern, currently in trend, in vogue electronics, in vogue, I don't know that that's right, just currently used electronics, a PS5, for instance. If you can get a PS5 for $100, you know that if you price it right, it's going to sell quick. These had a 200% sell-through rate, and I knew it was going to sell lightning fast. So I was willing to pay $100. They wanted 150. I offered them 100. They said, okay. I figured worst case scenario was I wouldn't buy it. But this gentleman, he's actually in Israel, and he bought it to put on his car, and now he's a new subscriber. And talking to him, I said, hey, you'll make the video this morning. I'll get it out this morning and ship it and everything today, and you'll be on the video. And he asked about the channel and whatnot. So, hello, gentlemen. I don't remember your name. Matter of fact, I don't even know your name. I don't think I know your name because it's going international, so it ships to eBay. So I don't get your name at all. I just get your handle. But thank you for tuning in from Israel. That's pretty cool. I think that's my first person from Palestine over there. So that's pretty neat to be able to reach somebody across seas. But that sold for, like I said, $242.83. That makes up the bulk of my sales for the weekend. Total, that's everything said and done. 10 items are going out of here today. This won't take long to package. Lots of nice smalls, easy shippers. total, we'll make a couple $100 in profit from this weekend. Can't complain about it at all. That's pretty good for us. So thanks for tuning in. Tell me what you think about the couple of topics. How you store things. Do you put like items together? Is that the way your OCD commands you to do? Or do you put them in different bins like I like to do? Tell me what you won't buy anymore. I want to hear about that, because there may be things that I'm buying that you aren't, and you aren't buying that I am. Yeah, if that makes sense. Anyway, remember to like, subscribe, share it with your friends. Well, we're all friends here. I got to meet a lot of other YouTubers this weekend, so definitely share. I'd love to see 1,000 subs coming sooner rather than later. I do have to pick the winner of the 400 and 500 sub drawing. Got to do that here in the next week or so. It's been a couple weeks since I announced that. So thanks for tuning in. We'll see you on the next one.